I'm about to show you something that might make you uncomfortable. That necklace you wore yesterday? The one you think makes you look elegant? It's actually telling everyone you meet that you're stuck in a different decade. And here's the thing that nobody's brave enough to tell you. It's not just that necklace. There are 7 specific jewelry choices that are silently adding years to your appearance, and you're probably making at least 3 of them right now. But stick with me because I'm not just going to point out the problem. I'm going to show you exactly how to fix each one, and some of these solutions are going to surprise you. One of them actually involves wearing more jewelry, not less. Ready to find out which pieces in your jewelry box are betraying you? Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to Glow at Every Age, where we talk about the real stuff that actually makes a difference in how we look and feel. If you're new here, welcome to our community of women who refuse to fade into the background just because we've celebrated a few more birthdays. We believe in looking current, looking polished, and doing it all without needing a trust fund. And to my loyal viewers who come back week after week, thank you. Seriously, you make this community what it is, and your comments and stories inspire every single video I create. Today's topic came directly from your requests. So many of you have been asking about jewelry, and I'm finally delivering. Here's what we're doing today. I'm walking you through 7 jewelry mistakes that are aging you, and more importantly, I'm giving you the exact fix for each one. No vague advice. No maybes. Just clear, actionable solutions you can implement today. Before we dive into these 7 mistakes, I need you to do something really quick. Hit that subscribe button right now. Here's why it matters. YouTube only shows these videos to people who actually care about this content, and when you subscribe, you're telling YouTube you want more of these honest, practical tips. It's free, it takes 2 seconds, and it helps us reach more women who need this information. Plus, we've got some incredible videos coming up that you're not going to want to miss. Alright, let's get into mistake number 1, and trust me, this one's going to surprise you. So let's talk about jewelry. It's such a personal thing, right? We attach memories to pieces. That necklace your daughter gave you. Those earrings you bought on your anniversary trip. The bracelet that was your mother's. I get it. Jewelry isn't just decoration. It's emotion, it's history, it's connection. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes the pieces we love most are the ones that are dating us the most. And I'm not saying you need to throw everything away. I'm saying you need to understand what's working and what's not, so you can make intentional choices instead of accidental ones. Mistake number 1: wearing matching sets. This is probably the biggest mistake I see, and it's the one that instantly screams a specific era. I'm talking about the matching necklace, earring, and bracelet sets. You know exactly what I mean. Everything coordinates perfectly. Same stones, same metal, same design language. It all came in a velvet box together, and you wear it all together. Here's why this ages you. Matching sets were the height of sophistication in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And when you wear them now, they transport people right back to those decades. They make your entire look feel dated, even if everything else you're wearing is current. But here's what's even more important. Matching sets look costume-y. They look too coordinated, too planned, too stiff. Modern jewelry styling is about looking curated, not matched. It's about pieces that complement each other without being identical twins. So here's the fix. Break up those sets. Wear the necklace with different earrings. Wear the earrings with a completely different necklace. Mix metals, mix styles, mix eras. The key is to create interest through contrast, not uniformity. For example, if you have a pearl necklace from a set, wear it with simple gold hoops instead of the matching pearl earrings. Or wear those pearl earrings with a delicate gold chain instead of the matching pearl necklace. Suddenly, everything looks intentional and modern instead of dated. Mistake number 2. Oversized statement earrings that dangle past your shoulders. Now, I love a good statement earring. They can be bold, they can be fun, they can absolutely elevate an outfit. But there's a specific type of statement earring that's aging you, and it's the ones that are both oversized and extremely long, dangling well past your shoulders. Here's the problem. Very long, heavy earrings draw the eye downward. And when you draw the eye downward, you emphasize any sagging or drooping in your neck and jawline. It's the opposite of what we want. We want to draw the eye up to our faces, to our eyes, to our smiles. Also, those super long dangly earrings can overwhelm your face, especially if you're petite or if you have shorter hair. Instead of the earrings enhancing you, you end up looking like the earrings are wearing you. The fix is simple but specific. Choose statement earrings that are bold in design or color but not in length. Look for earrings that hit at or above your jawline. Chandelier earrings can work beautifully as long as they don't extend past your jaw. Hoops can be large as long as they're not pulling your earlobes down. And here's a bonus tip. If you love the drama of long earrings, go for ones that are lightweight and have movement without excessive length. Think tassel earrings that hit right at the jawline, or geometric designs that create visual interest without actual weight. Mistake number 3: tiny delicate jewelry that disappears. Okay, this might seem like it contradicts what I just said, but stay with me. While oversized dangly earrings age you, going too small and delicate has the exact same effect for a completely different reason. When you wear jewelry that's too tiny or too delicate, especially if you're wearing it with reading glasses or if you have fuller features, it creates this imbalance. The jewelry looks like an afterthought. It looks timid. And timid reads as old. Think about it. As we age, our features naturally become a bit more prominent. Our noses might appear larger. Our faces might be fuller. When you pair that with jewelry that's trying to hide, you're not creating balance. You're creating disproportion. The fix here is to find that sweet spot. Your jewelry should be visible and intentional without being overwhelming. If you're wearing a necklace, it should be substantial enough that people can actually see it without squinting. If you're wearing earrings, they should frame your face, not fade into it. A good rule of thumb is this. Your jewelry should be the first thing people notice about your accessories, not the last. It should complement your outfit and your features without either dominating or disappearing. Mistake number 4. Wearing only yellow gold or only silver. This one might surprise you because for years we were told to pick a metal and stick with it. You're either a gold person or a silver person, right? Wrong. That rule is outdated, and following it is actually limiting your style and dating your look. Here's why sticking to one metal ages you. First, it's a very old-school rule that feels rigid and stuffy. Second, and this is more important, different metals complement different things in your wardrobe and different occasions. When you limit yourself to one metal, you limit your versatility. But here's what really matters. Mixing metals is not only acceptable now, it's preferred. It looks modern, it looks curated, it looks like you know what you're doing. The fix is to intentionally mix metals but do it with purpose. You can wear a gold necklace with silver earrings. You can stack gold and silver bracelets together. You can wear rose gold, yellow gold, and white gold in the same outfit. The key is to make it look deliberate, not accidental. Here's how you do that. Either repeat each metal at least twice in your outfit, or choose one piece that already combines metals as your anchor piece. For example, if you're wearing gold earrings, add a gold ring and then mix in silver necklace and silver bracelet. Or wear a watch that has both gold and silver in it, and then you can add either metal freely. Mistake number 5. Heavy chunky link chains. There was a time when heavy gold or silver link chains were the ultimate status symbol. Big, chunky, substantial. They said you had money, you had style, you had arrived. But times have changed and those heavy link chains now say something very different. They say you're holding on to a trend that's come and gone. Here's why these age you. Heavy chunky chains look dated. They immediately place you in a specific time period. And unless you're intentionally going for a retro look with a very modern outfit to balance it, they're making you look stuck. Also, chunky chains can be visually heavy around your neck, which draws attention to your neck area. And for most of us, that's not where we want the focus. The fix is to swap those chunky chains for more refined versions. Look for chains that have interesting links but aren't overly thick or heavy. Think paperclip chains, snake chains, or delicate curb chains. These have visual interest without the dated weight. Or, and this is a great option, layer multiple delicate chains instead of wearing one chunky one. Layering creates dimension and interest while still feeling current and light. Mistake number 6. Costume jewelry that looks obviously fake. Listen, I am all about affordable jewelry. You do not need to spend thousands of dollars to look good. But there's a difference between affordable jewelry that looks expensive and cheap jewelry that looks cheap. Costume jewelry that's obviously fake, we're talking about plastic beads that catch the light wrong, rhinestones that look cloudy, metal that's turning green or flaking off. This ages you. It makes your entire outfit look cheap, even if everything else you're wearing is quality. Here's why this matters. When your jewelry looks obviously costume, it undermines your credibility. It makes people question your attention to detail. And unfortunately, it can make you look like you're trying too hard with pieces that aren't quite hitting the mark. The fix is to invest in fewer, better pieces. Look for costume jewelry that uses quality materials. Cubic zirconia instead of plastic rhinestones. Stainless steel or sterling silver instead of mystery metal. Quality enamel instead of cheap paint. Brands like Mejuri, Gorjana, or even well-made pieces from places like Nordstrom or boutique shops offer affordable jewelry that looks expensive. You're better off having 5 pieces that look real than 50 pieces that scream fake. And here's a secret. Sometimes vintage costume jewelry from brands like Monet, Trifari, or Napier looks better than modern cheap stuff because the craftsmanship was superior. Check thrift stores and estate sales. You might be amazed at what you find. Mistake number 7. Never updating your jewelry collection. This is the big one. The mistake that encompasses all the others. It's wearing the same jewelry you've worn for the past 10, 20, or 30 years without adding anything new or retiring anything outdated. I know jewelry is personal. I know pieces have meaning. But if your jewelry box looks exactly the same as it did in 1995, your style is stuck in 1995. And that's aging you more than any single piece could. Here's what happens when you never update. You stop seeing your jewelry clearly. Those pieces become invisible to you. You don't notice they're dated because they're so familiar. But everyone else notices. The fix is to audit your jewelry collection regularly. At least once a year, take everything out. Look at each piece honestly. Ask yourself these questions. Does this piece make me feel current? Would I buy this today? Does this represent who I am now, not who I was 20 years ago? Then, and this is important, add something new. You don't have to spend a fortune. Add 1 or 2 current pieces each year. A pair of small huggy hoops. A delicate layering necklace. A simple cuff bracelet. Something that feels modern and fresh. This keeps your collection evolving with you instead of freezing you in time. Now before we wrap up, I want to pause and ask you something. Which of these 7 mistakes have you been making? And be honest, because I guarantee most of us have made at least a few of them. Drop a comment below and let me know. Are you guilty of the matching sets? The chunky chains? Never updating your collection? And while you're down there commenting, if you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up. It genuinely helps us reach more women who need this information. And make sure you're subscribed because next week we're talking about how to organize your jewelry so you actually wear it instead of letting it collect dust. You're not going to want to miss that. Alright, let's bring this home. Here's what I want you to understand. Jewelry is powerful. It's one of the easiest ways to elevate your entire look or to date it. And the difference between jewelry that ages you and jewelry that enhances you often comes down to small, intentional choices. You don't need to throw away your entire collection. You don't need to start over. You just need to be aware. Break up those matching sets. Choose the right size and length for your earrings. Make sure your jewelry is visible. Mix your metals with confidence. Choose refined chains over chunky ones. Invest in quality over quantity. And please, update your collection regularly. These 7 fixes, they're simple. But simple doesn't mean insignificant. These changes will transform how your jewelry works for you instead of against you. And here's the beautiful truth. When you get your jewelry right, when you choose pieces that complement your current style and your current life, something magical happens. You look polished without looking like you tried too hard. You look current without chasing trends. You look expensive without spending a fortune. And most importantly, you look like the best version of yourself. So I want to challenge you to something. After you finish watching this video, go to your jewelry box. Pull out 3 pieces you wear regularly. Look at them honestly through the lens of these 7 mistakes. Are they serving you? Are they enhancing you? Or are they aging you? And then take action. Maybe that means breaking up a matching set. Maybe it means retiring those super long earrings. Maybe it means ordering 1 new piece that feels current and fresh. Whatever it is, do something. Because that's how change happens. Not through information alone, but through action. Before you go, I genuinely want to hear from you. What was your biggest aha moment from this video? What mistake were you making that you didn't even realize? And what are you going to change? Share in the comments because your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to make a change in their own style. And listen, if this video helped you see your jewelry differently, if it gave you clarity or direction, do me a favor. Share it with a friend who needs to hear this. We all know someone who's still wearing that chunky gold chain from 1987, right? Send them this video with love. They'll thank you later. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for being part of this incredible community of women who are redefining what it means to age with style and grace. You are beautiful, you are valuable, and you deserve to have a jewelry collection that reflects the amazing woman you are today, not the woman you were decades ago. Until next time, keep glowing, keep growing, and remember, the right jewelry doesn't just accessorize your outfit. It celebrates who you are. Take care, my friends.